Yeah, I worked in the Senate many, many, many years ago when we were trying to uncover how in the world NIH funds the things they fund. Back then, they were like watching, they put shrimp on treadmills and they were like studying something. They had these lesbian truck driver studies, these dorm decorating college studies, and all these sort of came out and became scandalous. And I worked on the committee that oversaw NIH, and we were trying to figure out, really work with the NIH to figure out, no, how exactly do you distribute money? Because I want to know mechanically, how does this happen? And what
Right.
we learned was really interesting. But essentially, if there's like, they go through this review, this peer review process, grant proposals, but the peer review groups are so tiny, they're
Mm.
like specialized niches. So I was mad that there was this dorm decorating study that was funded, but there's like a cabal of dorm decorating researchers and they review each other's work. And then if you score a certain percentage, you get a good enough grade on the review, then you get funded, even though like all this children's cancer research, there's many, many, many more grants there. So there were all these weird perverse incentives the way NIH is structured. And then we saw during COVID how NIH served as this way to hide. Well, NIH might not be allowed to do like dual purpose studies or gain of function research.
Mm.
And so they hid it by doing it at DOD and vice versa.
Wow.
And so, and the paper trail on that is amazing to look at. And
Mm.
I do think that our biomedical research enterprise it's replete with vulnerabilities in
Mm.
that, first of all, many, many, many of our postdoctoral students who are, graduate students who come to our schools, they get a degree, and then they basically work as junior staff in labs across the country. Many of them are Chinese students,
Oh, wow.
and many, many, many. And if there is any doubt that, and the schools do nothing about this,
Mm.
nothing. They take money from the Chinese government. They establish these sort of programs, these Confucius programs that are set up to, like the Confucius Institute or whatever, that are basically funneling Chinese government money to Harvard or wherever. And so we are, and all of those labs are funded primarily by NIH, but also by DOD. And so we have no criteria around this. We have no standards around security of what we're studying. And that's just the biomedical space. There's also like the AI space and like the MITs of the world that are quantum physics and, space technology, and like all the technological fields are being utterly, utterly infiltrated by our enemies. So that is a huge problem that no administration has ever gotten their hands around.